Washington, D.C., the United States has formally invited China's new Foreign Minister Wang Yi to Washington, as officials from the two countries continue to meet regularly amid intensifying competition. The U.S. State Department confirmed the invite on Tuesday, saying that Washington expects Wang to accept it, but it did not specify a date for the visit. The offer had previously been extended to Wang's predecessor, Qin Gang, who was ousted after just 7 months in the position. In the meeting yesterday, we extended the invitation that had previously been made to the former Foreign Minister Qin Gang and made clear that that invitation did transfer over to Minister Wang Yi, State Department spokesperson Matthew Miller told reporters on Tuesday. U.S. officials had hosted senior Chinese diplomat Yang Tao at the State Department a day earlier. On July 25, Qin, a former ambassador to the U.S., was abruptly removed from his post and subsequently replaced by Wang. No reason was given for the personnel change. Qin, 57, had not been seen publicly since late June. Wang had served as foreign minister prior to Qin, and before his reappointment, he was the director of the Chinese Communist Party's Foreign Affairs Commission office. He continues to serve in that role. Analysts told Al Jazeera last week that the unexpected switch in foreign ministers is unlikely to have major effects on Chinese policy or ties between Washington and Beijing. Yun Sun, director of the China program at the Stimson Center, a think tank in Washington, D.C., said naming Wang as Qin's replacement underscores a desire for continuity by Beijing. He's a safe choice, Yun told Al Jazeera. He is charting the course at a time of instability. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken had met with Wang before his recent appointment on the sidelines of the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, ASEAN, summit in Indonesia last month. The meeting was part of ongoing efforts to maintain open channels of communication to clarify U.S. interests across a wide range of issues and to responsibly manage competition by reducing the risk of misperception and miscalculation, Miller said in a statement on July 13. Blinken had extended the original invitation to Qin while visiting to Beijing in June, a trip during which he met with Chinese President Xi Jinping. U.S. and Chinese officials have held several other high-profile meetings in recent months. U.S. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen and climate envoy John Kerry visited China in July. Ties between the two countries deteriorated earlier this year after the U.S. accused China of flying a high-altitude spy balloon over its territory. Beijing insisted that the aircraft was a weather balloon that drifted off course, and tensions flared further when U.S. forces shot it down. Last month, tensions rose again after the tech company Microsoft accused hackers linked to China of accessing the emails of U.S. and other Western officials. Beijing responded by vehemently denying involvement in the hacking operation and calling the U.S. the world's biggest hacking empire and global cyber thief. The U.S. and China, which are the world's two largest economies, been at odds over numerous issues in recent years, including trade, the status of Taiwan, China's claims in the South China Sea and an ongoing U.S. push against growing Chinese influence in the Asia-Pacific region. But both U.S. and Chinese leaders say they are not seeking confrontation or a new Cold War. After the Chinese diplomat Yang met with U.S. officials in Washington on Monday, the State Department said the two sides held a candid, substantive, and productive discussion as part of ongoing efforts to maintain open lines of communication and responsibly manage the bilateral relationship.